Hey guys, so this is London Open, this blue line. We had some negative deltas at these swing highs. It's a little bit messy, as you can see. I was in the short from 120 down. I closed at around 112 or something, and I'm still looking for re-entries in this area. I was looking for re-entries, but we had also some positive delta, so I didn't really trust it. It's logical to see some kind of pullback above the 100 levels, and I missed this this short move because of my trigger chart. There was not really a entry, a signal. My trigger chart is a little bit zoomed in from this Renko. This is a Renko 15.7, that's mean Renko, and I have a trigger chart Renko 10.4. It's almost looks the same like this, but we had some signals for a potential trend, or at least move ending, these purple bars here. So we missed this one, but we got this one, so we're still in profit. And we're waiting for new opportunities. We might see a rotation here from 100 back to 120, 125, a retest maybe, because this wasn't really a retest of the last lows. So that's possible. We might see continuation. The oscillator is still in a good level, so we can also see continuation, but we're around the 100 level, so it's very possible we're gonna see some sort of ranging for a few minutes, maybe half an hour, maybe an hour, I don't know. It's 15 minutes before 10 o'clock, so let's see what the market's gonna bring us. Let's wait. We have good deltas on the bars here. Big volume, pushing down, but it doesn't directly say it's gonna break. A lot of selling volume, a lot of supply. It's a higher risk to take a short here. We have good numbers, but it's higher risk. But we broke out of this range. We had this small range, we broke out, so maybe volume was picking up right now. Let's see what will happen. We got a wick, big wick, positive. I'm short just below 100. I closed, I was short at 89. I got a hit at 91. So I was short here on my trigger chart. I'm gonna show you guys. Because of the volume. I'm gonna make a screenshot of it. Here, this is zoomed in. We got this move that was here. We broke, that's this move. This is the 100 level. 100 level, and we had good deltas on this move, so I was short here, and I took a few pips, a few points, but it's enough. It's enough for me. I'm building up a little bit profit on these moves. On this one, I took some here, took some here. This one I missed, but because of the volume, I took that short. Normally this is higher risk, so I was with smaller positions. Price is oversold. Price is oversold on my trigger chart. Here, price is oversold, and giving signals for potential reversal. That's why I got out. These deltas are all perfect, all red, so I should have hold it. All good deltas per candle here. This indicator keeps you in the trade. I was in like here, and we all had only confirming deltas per candle. So this indicator, this oscillator should not get you out, but I'm used to it. I'm pretty new on this one. Keep dropping. Big delta. We're heading towards this one. This should be a low, yesterday low, something like that. We might see some interaction here. It's an important level. I'm gonna check what it was. Don't see it. Man, I should have held 25 points. Looks like we're bouncing here. Yeah, loss. Got a win. I was aiming for the break, for the bounce here. I was going for the bounce, but it broke on my trigger, so my stop was hit. Then I took the break. 5 points, 5 points, not much, but 5 points, 5 points. And it was a win, so I'm still in profit. Got a lot of volume. Reversal signals on the delta. Per candle delta incoming. We got here reversal signals. We might see a correction on this big drop. Looking for potential longs here. $70 is some sort of support here from the past, but I'm also looking at the ribbon deltas here. What I want to see is change of structure. This area is a support area. If we're going for longs in this area, I want to see change of structure on the lower Renko setting, lower time frame. So this is telling us longs is coming, because look at this difference. 735 delta against 24 on this low, so this is clearly looking for long, but we're at 75, so I want to see price building up structure and staying above 75 to go for a longs towards the 100. This can also act as a resistance, so price would retest and go down again. That's possible because we're all in a down move. Bigger picture is down, so that's possible. But we can also see a deeper correction towards the 100 or 110, 110-ish, around here. This structure. That's likely. It's possible. Looking good. I'm not yet long, but it's looking good. Technically this would be the first signal long, but because we had such a big down move, I'm waiting for our next pullback. But this would be the first logical one to enter, because we had this first, second, this one was all positive delta, end of rotation. But I'm waiting for some kind of a pullback. But we still might go down in this area. Be aware. I'm gonna see a pullback to the downside soon. Then you might consider to go long. I'm looking for a bigger move up, drop down to 75-ish, maybe 80, this level, and then continue more up to this structure. This is what I'm looking for. I missed this entry. This was a good one. This would be nice. 78. Yeah, great move. Good enough. So the bigger picture, if this was London Open, this was Asia with Frankfurt. We had a range making lower highs, lower lows. There was continuation, there was break of this range. This was the lowest low. We even got some retest here with interesting deltas dropping. Small pullback. It was ugly on a lower time frame, the trigger chart, and then we dropped. We dropped hard. Rotation here. Now let's see what's gonna happen. All blue, still buyers, a little bit of red. So let's see what will happen on these candles. Interesting, interesting. See, this is what we were looking for. This is 0. 0 is not interesting, but we got to push. Big delta here. And on the trigger chart, we are overbought. Trend reversal, at least the pullback. This move, I got a signal it's gonna move down a bit, and it did. I got my target hit on this short. This is a small move, but I took my my points. So what I was mentioning earlier, we might see this, the 080 level, as a new support in a continuation back up. That's possible. For Nasdaq, it's all about the numbers, and these lines are not these lines are here on the chart because they are very valuable. 75, 100, 50, 25, these are very important levels, together with the 20 levels, 60, 80, 40, 20, etc. And you have to know how Nasdaq reacts on these levels. If we break 100, big chance we're gonna move to 75 and even break a little bit. These moves, what you see here, is what we see every day. London, New York, etc. But New York is a little bit more jumpy, more fuck you moves in it, but London is more clean. That's why I like to trade London session Nasdaq. Look here, 150 level, 150 is holding, 150 is holding. We're making lower highs, lower lows. Then we got just one, yeah, let's call it a stop run or one last effort. For longs, it did not go past the 40, again important, and then making lower highs, lower lows. So we moved from 150 to 125, and from 125 we moved to 100, from 100 we moved to 75. This is no nonsense. These are very important levels. I think I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee. I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee. I'm back, guys. Got myself a coffee and a cracker with peanut butter. So what did we see? This move down is acting like support right now. This is my trigger chart, and you see here, this was the perfect signal. I missed this one. I was in on this small move here. This is perfect signal for the shorts. This one would keep you in until here. Perfect signal. What you see was here on this move, this wick. Perfect signal for a down 8476. That's 8 pips, 8 points. Perfect. So in this move this was a long, we missed. Here was a short on the trigger, smaller time frame trigger chart. There was a short here. We took, we missed, but I took the higher risk one. Now we wait. We can end up ranging a little bit. 20 minutes past 10 in my time, Holland time. So we got another 40 minutes for the first 2 hours of the London Open. Then it's 11 o'clock. 11:30 is most of the time the moment I step away. I already got my nugget, like they call it. I got my target. I'm happy. But we had some nice signals. I'm also using another higher time frame chart. This is setting at 25.12. It looks a little bit messy, I would understand. Here we got profile. This is profile of yesterday. So this is Asia with Frankfurt here. And then we got a drop. The drop we see before. On the other time frame charts. Let me mark the London Open. This is London Open. So before the open we had the deltas confirming this move down. See, we broke the structure here. This is the low. We broke the structure. Interesting deltas. We did a retest of this area here. Here were the orders. The orders got triggered. We moved down. There was continuation during the London push. This was a really nice push if you would be in from 125. That's 50 points. It's very good. So this is bigger picture. And we see now a potential rotation. If this candle closes, we might see the continuation. But let's see what will happen. I also compare this delta with this delta, if it's going to form a high here, because it can also tell us we make a double top, because there's not a lot of buying here. There's a lot of selling, more selling than buying in this area. So we might see a double top with a weak second top and might continue down. I'm always thinking about planning ahead what market can do. We can continue up, how it's gonna look. We can continue down, how will that look. Make a plan for it. So we might see this up, down, up. This is a possible situation. But what's also possible is continuation to the 100s. So no pullbacks. What also would be possible is we might end up ranging. Multiple scenarios. So you have to be, if you're scalping, you have to be aware what potential outcomes could be. We could see this, that it's gonna range around here, and it's gonna push more up after lunchtime. because of the volume. That's possible that we're gonna see this. Because it's already moved 50 points, or we're gonna see this. Something like this, also possible. So be aware, make plans, plan ahead what you think might happen, and when you're trading one chart, in this case the Nasdaq, you're gonna know and gonna learn how it moves. During London session. But technically, if I look at this 99.86, this is imbalance. The low is almost same value as the high, so this is imbalance. If this one would be green like this, there's imbalance, so we see price movement. But here price is imbalance. The low is similar as the high, so this tells us we can end up ranging at this area for now. But let's just wait and see. We got some selling over here, then we got some buying, but buying not that strong. Not seeing any interesting moves. Still nothing much. So we've still got this balance. Okay, this is what I see. $90 level. 88 is a magical number on Nasdaq. On the trigger you might go short on this one, but it's tricky. I would like to reduce risk. This is the trigger chart, same area. We got divergence on the oscillator. I was in this chart, and we got some divergence here on this one. We got also a delta, big difference in delta, 100 lower. So you might go short here, but I see support at this level. So I wait, I see price bounce off this area, of this level, and I see price holding here. So from here, from this area, let me show it a little bit better. If you would enter on this signal 85.50 to 80, that's a small target. I want to see more room, so I would wait. I wait. I'm gonna eat my cracker, so I'm gonna turn off the mic. So what is happening? It's a little bit messy, but we see a negative delta here, but I see 80 acting as support. So this is why I'm I'm not doing anything yet. I see 80 acting as support, and I see buying pressure building up. So I just wait. It's too messy because we have no clear continuation signals here. We also got no, on the oscillator, not much continuation, and the trigger charts is just showing us a range from 5 minutes past 10 till now. We see a range for 35 minutes. So that's a long time. We only see one short here. We only took this short here on the trigger. So I'll wait. But I see this area as a strong support area. So I wait for a new structure. I want to see something new. I want to see a break of this. If we see a range, someone taught me this. If you see a range and you don't know what to do, you can go either long or short. Draw a box around it, around the highs and the lows, and wait for a break, maybe break and retest of this box. This can be to the upside and to the downside. Either way. Just make a plan for both directions. That's it. We wait till we wait. So, recap of the London. I'm gonna put on my trigger chart. This was London, break of the structure. We had the 25.12 showing same, showing a heads up to 18 minus 25, showing a lower high, lower low, break of the structure. This was pre-London open, so a good signal for looking for shorts, and that was what was happening. So use 3 time frames, in this case 3 Renko chart settings, to get a better idea of the potential bias of the day, of the session. So we broke, we got the deltas here, all good, but ugly because of the yellow candles here. No clean continuation like here. So we did break, but we picked up some new some orders that were here, some liquidity. And on the trigger it looked like this. This was London open. We broke out of the value area, you see here, this is the value area of the profile, but we don't see really strong signals. This is a good signal, you can take this one, but it's not really strong. This is what I like, I took this one. This is a strong signal, but the deltas are pretty low. Then we got positive deltas, so I was confused. Then I wait, I see this. Possible, yes, okay. Then I see a higher high. This high is higher than this one. But negative, negative, negative. So price was moving up, but showing negative deltas. So that's not logical. I also see this one. So I was thinking short. I see price broke this. Here broke, retested it, retested this area, and then dropped. And here I took a short because of these numbers. Very interesting. I took a short, small one. I should have entered again, or should have held for the continuation, but it could easily drop here and then retest this area again. So this is why I took only a few points, like 5 points, because we might see a retest of this one, but we had very interesting deltas per candle here. So this was the reason just to keep in, stay in, drop, 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 all drop. One blue box is not that interesting, would not make you get out. Still negative, then we see positive. This was the support area. This was a clean long. It was here. The signal long, I missed it. That was this 72 and 8, nice long. And what we also see is this. We see here the oscillator showing us end of trend, oversold, showing divergence. This is the most powerful oscillator to use divergence and end of trend signals, etc. Forget about MACD and everything, RSI, they're all lagging, they're all late. Showing divergence on this move, and here we're all in a green, candles are green. I should have taken this long. 78, 91, perfect. If you aim for 7 to 10 points, perfect. In this short, so we got enough signals, and now we're in the range, as you can see. We're out of the profile. This is value area low, so we might see the price even move back to value area low. This area here, it retested value area low. You see, break, retest, value area low, and drop. That's a pattern you always see when it broke the value area. Many times it retests it, but it can also continue back into value. Back to POC, VPOC, here, POC, you might see continuation to the upside. Here, if the value area low is holding, then it will act like a support. You're going to see this move up, retest, continuation. And even go to value area high here, or breaks value area high. This is Nasdaq, so everything can happen. Just follow the signal, just follow price. This is profile, a little bit of profile here. If we break this high, we got not much here on the profile, so if we break this high, we might see continuation all the way up, because here was no volume. It might even end up to the POC, just based on this profile here. But for now, there's nothing. We might consider shorts. Here's a 50% imbalance, 50-ish percent, yeah. But I see 80 still holding. And my trigger chart is not showing anything that might be interesting. I still see 80 holding. I will not not be around after lunch because I have some other things to do. Normally I also trade from 1 o'clock GMT plus 1 or GMT plus 2. What is it here? I don't know. Let me check. Yeah, GMT plus 1. This is GMT plus 1. London was open at 9. And normally I step away around 11:30, something like that. I take a lunch till 15 minutes before 1 o'clock, because 1 o'clock we see volume picking up many times, and this can be till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and then we got 15:30, 3:30 we got New York open. I'd rather not trade New York. Yesterday I made good money on New York, but it was so freaking fast. It's crazy. And the first hour is also really too fast. But the system works on all. I'd rather trade from 4 o'clock. That's like 30 minutes after the open. 1 hour after the open, also good. But rather not. Evenings are also good. Will this thing continue down or not? Are we moving up? Still in the range. But positive deltas are building. This one finished. This one still in making. Trigger chart, lower chart setting, positive deltas. So let's see. There we go. This was a good signal. I did not take it because I was waiting for the break. Nice building continuation candles, delta. Sit down. So we finally broke out of this range, but it's not moving that fast. So I might end up closing shop because it's all good for now. Maybe there's gonna be something for the next 25 minutes or so, but if not, it's also good. So we pushed up to the 100 level, and what we see more often is a signal like this. We don't see the retest, we just see the push continue. That's also because of the time of day. There's not much volume, so this would be because we see AD holding. This would be the level to be long, also to be safe long, because when you're long here you can still get out when it's going to rotate, but we did not take it on the trigger. It also looked good, but not that much volume, so missed this one. Still waiting for something new. Let's wait. So we're at value area low here, the low of the profile. We can see some interaction over here. We also broke the 100, and we're back at this area. What we planned from here, we planned this long move back to this area, and now it's there. So this all worked out. We just did not take this signal because it wasn't the best one, but still Now we're gonna wait for something new at this area, value area low, and this area. We're gonna wait for break. Let me show. We're gonna wait for break, retest, continuation. Or we're gonna wait for double top short, something like this. Yeah, and I want to see double top with delta, of course, or I want to see continuation. So price moving above value area low, retest it, and then continue up to the 25. But I might end the session, maybe. Because it's time to quit in 10 minutes, around 10 minutes for me. But there still could be a push. And I think I'm gonna close this shop, guys. It's good for me for now. I'm gonna take a break. Yeah? Tomorrow, new session. Bye bye.